Hi, my name is Beth. I'm from Texas.
Hey Beth, nice to meet you on Zoom meeting and thank you for your time. Here's Matthias from Deep South Germany, and I'm very happy to talk with you today. Beth, please let us know, introduce yourself a little bit, and let us hear your story about the HACT.
Okay. I grew up in Texas. I've lived here all my life. I've not traveled very much outside of the United States. I've been to Mexico a few times, but that's about it. And Aruba. I love Aruba.
Yeah, wonderful.
Uh,
Where are you located exactly in Texas?
we're on the coast, in the heat of Texas, but also the humidity. It doesn't get all as hot as it does in Central Texas, but we have the humidity, which is really oppressive. And
Wow. Yeah.
I actually overheated in the yard yesterday. I still have to be careful of that.
Yeah. What is affected to your body by the heat? Is the heat effect by me is it becomes more than 30 degrees is very tough. Huh? What's about you?
Um, I don't
Fahrenheit.
know exactly what that equates to in Fahrenheit. You know, being in the US, we use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius.
Oh, sorry. Fahrenheit, I guess 90. Yeah.
Yeah, usually when I get above 95 to 98 is when it just and it goes with physical activity if I'm out there, but all of a sudden the I just started sweating profusely and had to come in and sit down, felt like I was going to pass out. All the fun stuff that overheating comes with.
Hmm.
So I just
Yeah.
had to take it easy for a little while to recover from that.
Hmm. Yeah, but this is so different, huh? I was
Yeah.
talking to one guy. He said, "Oh no, the heat is not the problem. The coolness is a problem." I said, "Well, what? Becomes more cooler is comfortable, huh? You can wear a jacket or whatever. No, it becomes cold, and then he lay down.
Yeah.
So we are all different, yeah. But my
Same is true for me too. I think it's anything that's extreme, but the cold will shut me down as well.
as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after your HACT, I will start with the question. Please introduce yourself. You are Beth, and how old are you, Beth?
I am 57 currently. I had HSCT when I was 49.
49.
Yes.
Wow.
I
Oh,
was diagnosed with MS when I was, I believe, 42, 44, somewhere around there, 42 or 43. Um, And for the first 3 years, medication did a great job of protecting me. I didn't have any relapses. I developed um, low lymphocyte count, so they wanted to remove me from that medication because they were afraid of PML, the deadly brain virus. So they took me off that medication and started me on an injection. I think it was every other day injection of Copaxone, and I might as well have been eating M&Ms. Nothing that didn't do
mm,
anything for me. It didn't protect me, and the relapses started, and they became very aggressive. I was having 2 to 3 a year, and that started probably about 2015.
wow.
No, later than that, probably 2016. And I was having several relapses a year.
Wow.
Um,
But
my
you are not,
last one was in
you,
2017.
you was not sitting in the wheelchair, or what is your condition at the moment,
No,
or before?
it currently, or before HSCT, it had become very aggressive. I had made my way through three different DMTs, and I was headed very far downhill. My EDSS was at a 5.5. I was using a walker or a cane every day to get around. I had disabling vertigo, terrible, terrible vertigo, and my balance was terrible. I fell a lot.
Mhm.
And I realized I had to do something. I had seen a YouTube video, and I wish I could find it now. I don't know where it went, but it was a young man that went through HSCT, and I don't even know where. It seemed like it was somewhere in the Northwest that he went through it. And at the time, I was investigating mesenchymal stem cell transplant and seeing if that would benefit me as well. And of course, I had received a sales pitch from one of the places that did mesenchymal stem cell transplants. Um, I saw his video And it was miraculous how much of his life he regained, which is not typical with HSCT at all. But he regained his life. He was in same type situation, nearing a wheelchair and getting scared to death with two small kiddos. And it made an impact on me. And so I started looking into it. After I had graduated college, way back, I did stem cell research and I knew their miraculous benefits and what could be done with stem cells. And when I was diagnosed with MS, I asked my neurologist, what about stem cells? And she said, it's in its infancy. I don't think it's for you yet. And she was right at that point. I wasn't having relapses. I wasn't having a lot of problems. And it wasn't for me yet. However, she never brought it up.
Hey,
I had to
okay.
find it on my own.
But this, Beth, is the main reason for this channel. I would like to collect all the stories from all real patients who did the HACT and the stories, because this becomes the biggest worldwide patient channel to inform all of us who is affected, not to promote the HACT, but to inform about the possibility of it. Then everybody can decide, stay on the DMTs or go forward for the HACT. For me, this is my experience. If I had heard about more early, I'm now 55, and yeah, I was at 6.5 by the EDSS, and now I'm back on 4. And I'm very happy. I did it 2 years ago, and yeah, if I imagine, hey, did this HACT 5 years or 6 years? Yeah? I'm living with MS, diagnosed 2017, and yeah, hit it hard and early. This is my division.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Had
thank
I
you.
known
Yeah,
earlier before it got bad, I
yeah.
probably would have done it sooner. I was already I found Dr. Burt's program on a Facebook page, and it was former patients of his, not only with MS, but other autoimmune diseases. He treated stiff person syndrome, lupus, diabetes. He treated many autoimmune disorders.
Yeah.
But I found the Facebook page and thought this might be for me, and I researched it heavily. I followed a couple of people's journeys and decided this is what I want to do. Um,
This,
I sent all my paperwork to his program and I got an email back saying, Dr. Burt's very interested in treating you. We'd like to see you in Chicago.
hey, yeah.
At last, there's some hope.
This will be my next question. Where did you receive it? By Dr. Richard Burt, right?
Richard Burt in Chicago. So
Wonderful.
up to the Windy City, we flew from Texas. I think I applied in about August, September, and we were in Chicago in October. So not a very long time frame from the time I submitted everything until he got in touch with me to come there. Went to Chicago and he accepted me into the program, and I wept, cried. I was so happy.
Beth, I'm so happy for you. Me too. Yeah, I start to cry too. So I'm very happy for you. I'm very happy. I'm, I could, I would like to take you in my arms. So, yeah, for me it was a great pleasure to have the Dr. Richard Burt interview. So you can find all, and this is my target with this channel here. You can find the interview with Dr. Burt, Dr. Richard Burt, and Dennis Fedorenko, and Dr. Ruiz is also in this channel.
Oh,
And you can get informed. We have patient from Mexico, we have patient from Russia, we have patient now from US, we have patient yesterday von Prague, Czech Republic, and I'm very happy to collect all of them, and also for Canada. I get today another message. Yeah, I would like I would like to have this channel because you must be informed. Yeah? Just there's the
yes.
real patient stories. Uh, yeah, I'm so
The
open.
more people you can reach, the more people can get this healing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not everyone, it's not for everyone. And anyone that ever approaches me about it and inquires about it, I have to tell them it's not for everyone. It's
100%.
it's a grueling procedure and it's very hard recovery. There's nothing like having Dr. Burt look you in the eye 2 different occasions and say, you could die from this.
100%. This is also the true. Yeah, this is also the true. But I guess for me, for the statistics, just for the statistics, hey, more patient, no deaths, and you slow down the death rate, right? So be careful for all of us who see this. Yeah, with the statistics, you are one of the pioneers who did the HACT. Now, sorry, how long again? 9 years.
2018.
Yeah, super. So you are one
So
of the
at
pioneers.
I had a wonderful physical therapist when I came home. He came to the house and he taught me a lot of balance exercises and soon my vertigo started diminishing to the point where it's very infrequent now. I call it my dizzy days. I just had one a couple of weeks ago where I'll wake up and I'm like, oh, great, it's one of those days. And I'll have to sit down and concentrate and do my exercises. But for the most part, it's gone.
Wow,
It stays away.
this is fantastic. This could be also no. This will be the next question. What do you do for your exercise to stay fit? And I'm also searching for an expert for this who develop special. So please, for all, subscribe this channel here. I will find it out and get more information about really expert what to do after if you have affected MS, what is the possibilities, what can you do at home, and or what can you do. For me, you need exercise a lot, huh? to
After I came home, the physical therapist gave me like I said, the balance exercises. One of the most valuable things he gave me was the ability to look it up myself. He didn't want to show me because he wanted me to research it and do it myself and learn to do it myself. He told me go to YouTube and look up gaze stabilization exercises. And so I
oh,
did.
super.
And I
Could you
watched
could you send me could you send me this as a link? So I will add this down on this video so all
sure.
patients can take a look about what is a good exercise. This is will be a nice idea.
This is allowing your brain to find a different neural pathway to help you stabilize yourself through your vision. So using your vision rather than your normal pathways in your brain that it uses, it's allowing your eyes to develop a new pathway, a new neural pathway so that you can stabilize yourself. And it's through using eye exercises. It's very intriguing and I probably did it for about 3 weeks, a couple of times a day, about a minute and a half exercises, and I began feeling normal again. If anybody who's had vertigo understands, you don't feel normal. Everything just feels like you're on a roller coaster. Your head is very swirly, as I describe it.
Yeah.
So it actually takes away the swirly and it makes you feel grounded. And it's just through your vision. But it's a great exercise, and I will send you that link.
Oh yes,
Um,
please, please. Yeah.
I came home on the cane, although in the hospital I had moments where I could put down my cane and walk. Dr. Burt was insistent on exercise every day after transplant. So in walking my laps around the hospital, I was able to give my cane to my husband and go, look, I can walk without it.
Yeah,
It
fantastic.
didn't last long. It was momentary, but it was the beginning of the healing.
Oh
Um,
yes, I'm happy. Yeah, it's super.
so I went from an EDSS 5.5 all the way down to a 1.0, which is not common at all with HSCT.
Hey, you are the rocket of this channel. Yes, you are 100% the rocket. Hey,
Yeah.
to 1.0 from 5.5.
Yeah. Most of my deficiencies were very recent, and HSCT was able to reverse some of those things that had been going awry. My foot drop is still with me, so I still stumble here and there, but I have the ability to correct myself, which I did not have for a long time. When you start feeling yourself going down, your brain, the pathway is not there to say, stop, put your leg out, don't fall. That has reconnected,
Yes,
which is wonderful.
the foot drop is still the same with me,
Yeah.
and yeah, but yeah, but I'm very happy. So the toilet problems are gone, and I have many, many, many other improvements, and I'm very, very happy about this. And yeah, this is a reason we built this channel to inform all the patient all around the world, all the MS patient. So yeah, please get
I
it.
currently I currently work out 5 days a week, of which I'm very proud. I go to the gym, I go swimming, I do something every single weekday to make sure that I don't lose it again. I was given a second chance, and I'm not going to blow it.
It's amazing story, Beth. This is very important. Your story is very important. 5-5 to 1. This is amazing. This is 100% amazing. And exercise every day. This is very important.
It's
And
been a little bit of a challenge to make my trainer understand that Udhoff's phenomenon, which, the body heat, when you get hot, you start to stumble, you start to shut down, all the MS stuff comes back. I have to have a fan on me when I'm exercising. So I've had to convince her that this is what I need to keep me here.
super, super, super. Um, Let us come back to the MSC stem cells. This was by the beginning was a little bit too quick for me. Um, your neurologist says, "Hey, did try the MSC and you did?"
No,
No.
I was researching it and I got the great sales pitch. And the more I researched it, the more it just seemed like pouring rocket fuel into a VW bug.
Mm,
It was not gonna make me run any more smoothly. It may
mm,
give me a temporary boost, but it wasn't going to fix the problem.
mm.
And excuse
But
me, anybody
but
that's been
but you sorry, my English. You did it, right? You
no,
no, no, you
no.
didn't.
I researched it.
Research, only research. Yeah,
Yeah.
because this is Simon did this. Although, sorry if I talk about Simon. Simon from this video here. Also on this channel, he did the HSCT last year or in the beginning of this year, and before he did the MSc.
Ah,
And now I find out one person, Javor, he did twice. He did the MSc before the HACT and he did it after to recover. And he say, okay, there are some benefits, but this is at the moment is new, yeah, and but he feel very good. The fatigue is much better. So maybe this could be a deal, but I don't have an expert who I can talk about. But I will find out. If
with in speaking with Dr. Burt about it, and listening to some of his talks that he's given worldwide, he explains that the curative effect is actually in the chemo. The chemotherapy is what
yeah,
wipes the MS from your system. The stem cells are just there to boost you to recover and to
yeah,
regrow a new immune system. So the curative effect is really in the chemo.
100%. This was also my point of view. So I say, hey, okay, maybe there's a possibility with MSc after the HACT.
Mhm.
So
I would say that would be very beneficial. I actually have a friend who does the MSC treatments. I think she goes twice a year to Mexico to have them done. She is wheelchair bound and she finds some benefit in it for herself. She's not a candidate for HSCT because she's so progressed, but she is finding some benefit in the MSCs.
oh, this would be a great pleasure if you can connect me with her.
Yeah.
I would like to have an interview with her because there, I would like to have also in this channel patients who is not able for the HACT, but they did the MSc and have the experience of this. Yeah, this could be a very good story. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
just to inform all of us. Yeah? Some patients are saying, no, I would like only the MSc or cannot do the HACT. However, yeah. Wow, what a story, Beth.
I'll
Super.
contact her and let her know that you're interested in talking to her. That
Yeah,
would be a great story.
yeah, this is, and for all of us here who see this, please, this is not my channel. You can use every video, the video for Dr. Burt or the other patient interview. If you like to share this, please, if you get a question about HACT, you can use this channel. Please put this, share this. For this is done. Huh? For this is For this is done. Is this right English? I don't know. For this is I did this for this. Oh, my English.
Yes.
I must improve my English. Well, whatever. Wow. Whew. Chicago, Chicago,
I
Texas.
fell in love with Chicago. I'd been a couple other times, but I really fell in love with Chicago. My husband too. He would go out to eat every day. Chicago has great food.
Chicago is yeah. I would like to go there too. Yeah, I would like to go there. I will do a nice cruise to Canada next year, and maybe I cross Texas on the south on the coast. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So
Yeah.
uh, I prepare some more questions.
Okay.
Um, which decision changed your life most?
I think making the choice to have HSCT has made the biggest difference. And it was a hard decision to make because it's a gamble. You don't know the outcome. Of all of the stories that I watched going through HSCT before me, I watched the story of a young lady named Carol who died in Dr. Burt's program before I went through treatment. And it shook me. It really did. And I thought, am I doing this for the right reason? I don't like this life. I don't want to walk with a cane. I don't want to use a walker. But at the same time, is it worth risking my life for? So you really struggle with that internally and making that decision because I did see the terrible outcome.
This is 100% a possibility. But I'm not pretty sure if you have if you are in total good condition. You have MS, but you are in good condition. So in
I
Germany,
don't know about the testing where you had it done, but the testing with Dr. Burt was 2 full days of X-rays, CTs, checking to make sure your veins are okay, checking to make sure your lungs are okay, 40 tubes of blood. I mean, they ran everything imaginable to try to make sure that you were a good candidate. Because it was a study also. They wanted good candidates for that study to make
yeah,
sure you were good and healthy.
this is a pity for me, the greatest pity, and this is also a reason for the channel to inform, because in Germany was the last treatment option, the HACT. and only I guess nearly only 100 patients in total did the HACT here in Germany. So I say, hey, why is it like this? And they have a high death rate.
Oh,
Yeah, but if you are on the last option way and did this last time, yeah, this is a great fault in my opinion. This is the greatest fault. Yeah, this must be a treatment option as first line option, huh?
yes.
Not at the end of the career. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think people should have to wait until their health has been diminished so much by MS that they're no longer a candidate. I wish that it was more represented by a neurologist as closer to a frontline treatment.
yeah. Frontline treatment. This is the right frontline treatment. And for all of us, you can take this channel, go to your neurologist and or to your doctor and say, okay, this is the biggest part. he has real experience from patients all around the world. So, but what does hope means today for you?
Um, staying mobile, staying mobile and being able to see my grandkids grow up and become successful and go to their graduations and weddings and be here for them as they age.
Super. 100%. What advice would you give someone who afraid of HACT?
Do your own research. It's a very, very personal decision. It's not something that someone else can make for you or that they can tell you this is what's best for you. And I explain that to people every time they confront me or they ask me about it. It's a very personal decision, and you have to decide what's right for you. You have to decide if your life has gotten so crummy that this is what you need to resort to. And if you're healthy, the risk is not as exponentially high if you're healthy.
If you're healthy, yeah. This, yeah. Um, what, oh, yeah, this is a nice question. Why, why did you decide to share your story?
I try to share my story with anybody that will listen to me. I have my own Facebook page. It's Beat the Hell Out of MS. And I want to get the word out there as well. That was my little personal journey, and that's just for my friends and family that wanted to watch what I went through because it's something that's not common, that most people had not entertained or even thought about as a treatment for MS.
Yeah,
So I wanted to take everyone along that journey with me to see what it was that I was doing because it was something so foreign to what anyone thought. It wasn't any big surgery. It wasn't um, it wasn't what any of us imagined with a transplant. It was sitting there with an IV and watching these little magical stem cells that you could see these little pink cells make their way into your bloodstream and their curative effect on my life. It was a very emotional process to go through. I think I cried 5 times that day. I'm a crier.
Beth, no problem. I cry with you. It was so fantastic. I have one video. You must put it down to the beginning. I received my stem cells, and wow, this is so fantastic. I feel like a vampire. So wow, I get my own stem cells back, and wow, oh, yeah.
I
Whew.
tell you what, it was a very celebratory moment when I went for my collection because they said, "All right, you need to really um, take this seriously. We need to collect 2 million stem cells." So they did the collection, and the whole several hours that it took, I'm laying there going, "I hope there's 2 million in there." And they did a count, and it was 44 million. I was like,
Hey,
"An overachiever!" And
well,
they gave
wonderful.
them all back to me.
Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. What is the procedure? Are the stem cells frozen in Chicago? Was this frozen before? Uh, did they?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was all done there at the facility. I got there. I think I arrived April 10th of 2018 and went through the procedures. They had the Neupogen delivered to my hotel that I was staying at near the hospital. I was giving myself injections, and I stayed in the hospital for 10 days. I think I had 3 different caregivers during that time. My sister was with me, my aunt came in with me, and then my husband was with me toward the end. He was working the whole time. He wasn't able to take off the whole time.
Yeah.
We flew back to Texas, and I think I went back to Chicago about a month later. It was around May 20th. So they collected the stem cells and froze them and stored them for about a month. And then he had to come back and do some work. We went back to Chicago and went through transplant, and my transplant date was March or May 29th.
Wow. Hey, Bess, this is so amazing that you coming back to 1.0. But let me ask you, was this how quick was this process? When did you recognize, hey, this HACT works? How long did you take the time to come to 1.0?
This is going to sound a little bit silly, but as I'm watching the stem cells go into my veins, the brain fog began lifting. I had some cognitive issues that came along with all of my MS decline, and I felt that brain fog actually clearing. And it's probably not possible, and it may be all in my head, but I physically felt more clarity. Um, Throughout the days and weeks that followed my transplant, I would say probably within about 2 months, I was able to get around okay. My husband told me, when you're able to drive again, we'll buy you a car. So I believe it was around September, the first weekend in September, we went car shopping and bought me a car. So from May to September, June, July, August, 4 months, I began to be able to have enough, not having the vertigo on a daily basis and having better balance and control to be able to drive a car again. So at that point, I wasn't using my cane and using a walker to get around by then. Uh, a lot of that is attributed to the great physical therapy and he came to my house right after I got home. I think I took about a 2 week break and he started coming to my house to get me mobile again and get my strength up because I was HSCT knocks you really down physically. You
Yeah.
have to work to come back. I probably joined a gym about 9 months post, somewhere in there, 8 to 9 months. I joined a gym and I was still working on my balance. And I realized in one of those workouts, I couldn't do a lunge. I didn't have the balance to do a lunge. So I started getting in the pool because the gravity wasn't pulling you down so much. And I actually taught myself to do lunges again because that was one of the things I realized I can't do this. I don't have the balance. I don't have the ability to do this. And I made myself learn how to do a lunge. So just having those safeguards in place so that I wasn't falling every time I was trying it. It's still a challenge. They're not pretty, but I do them.
So happy to talk with you. This is so amazing. Yeah, this is so important to inform all the people who are struggling and be alone. Yeah? I was feeling very much alone with the decision HACT or not, and I was supported by a German group. I'm very thankful for Michael from the German Gemeinsam PPMS and Lena and this group. They are our pioneers. And yeah, thank you by this way. Thank you so much, guys. And yeah, I'm very happy. So, I'm so happy. I'm very happy to talk with you. This is so fantastic story. Yesterday was a girl from the Czechia on the channel, and he stand up from the wheelchair. Yeah, completely stand up
Oh,
from the
wow.
wheelchair and go back to work. It's also a nice video. Yeah, nice story. I love this.
You know what? I would be remiss if I didn't bring up yoga as well. Yoga helped me find my inner strength and using my core to physically make some of the things happen with my extremities. Um, I really believe that even before I went through HSCT, had I not found yoga, I would have been in a wheelchair. Yoga really helped me channel my energy to increase my stability and my help with my balance. And it's very important to be able to get up. And that's what yoga taught me. When I fall down, yoga taught me how to get up from the floor because I was falling a lot.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I'm not a yoga expert. Maybe I need some more stretching and yeah. Well, my wife do some yoga with me sometimes, time to time. But I'm a little bit lazy about this. Yeah, I do some. Yeah, some other kind of sports, some gym sports, but yeah, yoga,
You
yeah.
can modify it to your abilities, and that's what I appreciate about yoga is even if you're not able to do the pose exactly, you do what you can and you give it your best effort. And if it makes you tired, you stop doing it.
You motivate me now. Yeah, I will do a yoga session 100%, 55%, but I will try. I will 100% try. So, whew, coming to the end of this interview, dear Beth, would you like to share to the rest of the community, MS community?
If you're suffering, do your own research and find your miracle. It's out there.
Best words. Please hold the line.